What's up? Hey, J-Mac. You're always here, man. Dean's here too. What's up, Dean? I think Dean let you have that one, man, because you were getting depressed. I don't really feel like having the main light like in my face right now because it's late, but maybe I'll turn the overhead on because it's a bit dark. Good enough. Ooh, bronze ambassador, very nice. Yeah, I'm here. We're trying again, you know. I did order a new computer. And by a new computer, I mean Kyle helped me pick out like 100 parts and I'm going to build it when it gets here. But I have a brand new computer on the way. It's going to be wired internet. It's got a nice, juicy, fast processor. Just you know, a ton of RAM, so all the things that we need, I think, to be successful. It's in the mail. Most of the parts will be here on Monday, but we won't really be able to use it until Wednesday because it's when everything else is coming. So, but the money is spent. It's coming. Yesterday was the final straw. I couldn't do another day like that. Like, another day like that without having done something about it would have made me very upset. So, it was time. It was time, and I sucked it up, and stuff is coming. I have to set something up real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. So, this poor girl, she didn't know what she was doing. It wasn't her fault, but you guys might remember not too long ago I engraved a bunch of black lacquered plaques like this. They were brass. And she got them in the mail. And she was like, why aren't they silver? And I was like, well, you asked for brass. And she's like, brass isn't silver? So she paid like $100 extra for Mark to overnight me some aluminum plates. And for me to overnight them to her. So we have to engrave them. So we're mostly just going to be hanging out today. It's kind of a hangout session. There's not a lot I can teach you. We'll cover some basic jigging stuff as I get this set up, but that's about it. I'm going to pop over to the fiber laser for a second. Let's get EasyCAD on too here. So we're going to pop over to the fiber view as soon as EasyCAD opens, just so I can handle the jigging over there. One of the other things that I ordered finally is I got another mic. I got another like boom mic, and I'm going to put it over there. That way when I switch over to that view, I'm still right under a microphone. So you guys should be able to hear me much better when we're at the machines. I bought a whole nother microphone, so hopefully that will help as far as like hearing me goes when I'm talking. I need all your settings for all the metals. Okay, join the Laser Master Academy. JMac will get you the link. That's where they are. Alright, let's jump over to EasyCAD view. There we go. That actually worked this time. That's nice. And we're just going to build a quick jig for this. I'm not going to bother talking because you guys can't really hear me anyway. So just sit back and I will be back with you guys in just a second. Thank you, J-Mac. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Once you click the above link, you have to join, and it's pretty cheap for what you get. That is accurate. What's up, Manzi? How's it going? Radix says, what software to use for 3D fiber engraving? That's going to be EasyCAD 3. You don't have a ton of options. If you get an EasyCAD laser and you want to do 3D engraving, you need the 3D version of EasyCAD 3. There are no options. Johnny Sandberg sent $5. Hey Alex, thanks again for all your help over on Patreon. Just set up Masters today. Thank you very much, sir. I'm glad to have you over on the Laser Master Academy. Thank you for hanging out with us over there. Oh, what's going on? So, I just told this story, but I'll tell it again because people are filtering in. So you guys may remember I did a bunch of these early this week for a lady. She ordered 110 of these tags out of brass. So I shipped them out, and there was a whole issue with getting them shipped to her, and the tracking wasn't updating or whatever, but they show up. And she's like, why aren't they silver? And I was like, well, you ordered brass. And she's like, brass isn't silver? So I had to order 110 new ones that are aluminum black lacquer. And we have to engrave them all again. She's getting invoiced again. She's paying for it again. She's paying for it twice. Which kind of sucks for her, but gotta do what we gotta do. So, unfortunately, in lieu of anything particularly fun, we will be doing this for most of the day today. We'll see how long it takes. I'll try to get it to go fast so we don't have to sit here all day. We're not going super deep or anything like that. I'm just trying to get... We got to get this about the right size. In fact, I'll probably just, instead of guessing, we'll just take a quick measurement here. So on our width, we've got a very odd 51 millimeters. Let's unlock the proportions here, 51. And for height, 19.3. Okie doke. So there's that. The way we have it, if we look at our EasyCAD window, it's kind of up and to the left of the center. So we're going to also try to put this up and to the left of the center. So you can see it's kind of like mirrored there. Probably going to be a little high, but we can adjust with the keyboard. So we'll go ahead and light this. And we will try to get this centered up. Hopefully, at some point, I almost spent like $4,000 on a new camera setup today. so that we could take the 5D over there and use the 5D as a laser cam, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't stomach it. Just spending the money on the computer was enough spending for one day, but maybe next month that'll be our thing, as a camera upgrade. Alright, let me get my keyboard. And let's see if we can fix this up here. Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate that. I wish the same for you. John says, buy once, cry once. That's very true, and I say that to people all the time. But I can buy once and cry once, one thing at a time. I think if we stick to one giant purchase a month, you know, that would be good. Just a little overwhelming, you know. It's like I know the channel's doing really well, and it's bringing in a lot of money right now, so we're in a really good place to continue doing what we're doing. But I don't want to get stuck in the trap where, like, it gets really busy and then all of a sudden it stops, and then we don't have anything, and then I have to stop doing this. I don't want that to be the case. So I'm trying to be responsible. So we're just gonna we're gonna make new purchases for the channel slowly. We're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it slowly. So all we have to do now is find this girl's folder. I think her name is Laura. And let's see, what's the difference here? 1 and 2. Oh yikes! Okay, we want Marathon X. I'll center that up to the plate. Modify, align, center. And I'm just gonna light the text to make sure we're not hitting any of the corners or anything like that. Should be fairly good where it is. Can't really see that because show contours off, so let's pop that back on. There we go. All right. And that is gigantic. So let's turn it down a little bit. Hey Mitchell, what's up, man? Good to see you. Let's just make that a little bit smaller. Yeah, I think the PC and mic are both going to be excellent upgrades. Big time. So I'm really excited to get those in. We'll work on the camera. Right now, this camera does a great job. This is a really nice looking camera. We got like a nice blurry background, you know. I think it's working well. It would just be nice if we had a camera of this quality in front of the lasers too. That would be ideal. But one thing at a time, like I said. What's up, Chris? Oh, you were Chris. Well, hello. Did I say hi to Mitchell already? Hi, Mitchell, just in case I didn't say hi. Mohammed says, I work in a place with a laser fiber machine. I am a beginner in the laser fiber. Follow you from 7 months and learned from you a lot, so thank you very, very much. You are so welcome, man. So glad to have you. Join us over in the Laser Master Academy. That's the best place to, expedite your learning and growth. If you want to learn faster. Yeah, switching back and forth is smoother because I reinstalled Windows. I wiped everything off of this computer and just started over. So it does seem like the transitions are actually working now, which is nice. But we have to do our first test mark. So we've come in here. I've resized this. Let's just get it. Let's get it hatched. Standard hatch on that. We could just leave default checked because it's the same thing as aluminum general. But we'll just set it just because. I've also been using crosshatch. I guess I'm changing my ways. I ran into some issues yesterday on the Laser Master Academy stream, if you guys were there, with multiple hatches. So we're gonna use crosshatch for now. So 45 and negative 45.025, and we'll do our first test mark here, and just see where things are falling. Make sure we're straight or whatever. Oh, Mitchell's just getting home from work. Good, dude. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. I'm over it, too. I'm not even done. We have a podcast tomorrow. I don't even know what the podcast episode is going to be tomorrow. I don't think we have any interviews scheduled, so it'll probably just be me. This seems fine, but it seems too slow. I mean, like, that's okay. I think we could just do, like, steel white finish and not mess with the anodized setting at all. We might be able to get away with that. I don't know. But let's run it on this one. We might also be able to go to snake, which will save us quite a bit of time. Let's just make sure we're straight. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, it looks really nice and straight. So let's just see if we can get it sped up a little bit. I think it could use just one keyboard tap to the right, and we will move to snaky here. We'll see if that's just horrible. We're also going to copy this hatch and paste it on top of itself. And the second one we're going to set to pen number 1 so that we don't have to manually set steel white every time. So for black, we're going to do 1 pass aluminum general. And then for blue, we're going to use steel white finish. Fun fact, steel white finish and aluminum white finish, same exact setting. So we can just use the aluminum white finish. That's fine too. So let's try a second plate with this configuration. See how it goes. Definitely faster. All right, let's take a look at this one. All right, so on this one, snake is visible and kind of ugly. So let's try to meet it in the middle. For our blue pen path, let's go to bidirectional instead of snake. That way the last thing that we do to this doesn't have that snake pattern, and that'll likely cover it up. If we have to, on the aluminum general setting, we'll go to bidirectional too. But I'd rather not do that because it's going to be slow. So. Okay, here we go. Test number 3. Let's mark it. And Isaiah, I saw Isaiah said something. I just got my envelope from Google for Google Business. Thanks for the advice. I've been non-stop engraving. Good. I'm excited to hear that. Alex, do you mess with different size nozzles for like cutting versus engraving on the CO2? No, not really. Usually only mess with that kind of stuff if I'm going to be doing something like metal cutting CO2 applications. I know that's really important. But for just kind of general CO2 cutting of like, you know, like organics, I don't really think it makes a big enough difference for it to matter, personally. So that's an opinion. That's an opinion, not a fact. Okay, that dealt with all the issues. So we can run snaky on we can run snaky on the first pass, but we can't run it on the second pass. For the second pass, we have to do bidirectional just to cover up those snake lines, but it does a good job of doing that. Also, I'm going to try to wrap these in plastic wrap as we go, so I'm going to go get that so I can just leave it on my desk. That way we don't have to do all of that at the end. I'd rather just kind of get them done as we move through these plates here. I hate peeling the plastic off of these. Not a fun job. I have other stuff that I was supposed to be doing today too. I'll show you guys some of that in a second. Sorry, I'm just looking for my plastic wrap. Give me 1 second. Don't know where I put it. Can't keep track of anything in this place. I found it. Under the CO2 for some reason. Okay. Reminds me, do you have any plans on making a video about upgrading the air assist? I mean, mine seems fine. You know, if I'm being honest, I haven't really noticed an issue with mine. I never get any like flames or fire or anything. But we could look at it. You know, that's something we could look at. What has been your favorite piece to mark for a customer on a fiber laser? I've marked a lot of stuff, from watches to airplane propellers. And I still think one of my favorite things to do are knives. They look so good when they're done, and people are always so happy to see them. Everybody gets excited when they're getting knives engraved, and I just like knives in general. So marking them is really cool. That's probably my favorite. Not only that, but they're fast and they make a lot of money because they're really quick to do. They don't take a long time. So I do like knives, but you know, all the standard easy stuff, man. The stuff that you can really have fun with: watches, knives, that kind of stuff. The dog bowl was cool. The Yeti dog bowl was very fun. The videos I've seen do not make it look super easy. Well, that's just because I'm not a professional. I'm not like some kind of laser god. I'm just a couple steps ahead of you guys. That's what makes the difference. And that's why I'm able to help you. It's not because I'm like a master. I would never claim to be like an actual, you know, godlike laser master person. There's a lot that I don't know about the software. There's a lot I don't know about these machines. I'm just a few steps ahead of you guys. And as I learn new things, I try to share them with you guys too. This is what I've been working on, so check this out. So, trying to do an episode where we engrave ultrasounds on black anodized cards because they're pretty much made for this. Hold on, this is worth the big light. How cool is that? Isn't that wicked? I was trying to get these done for an episode this weekend. I wanted to publish this episode today actually, and I just did not have the time to finish it, unfortunately. So it'll probably be out Monday. But that's what I'm working on right now. Ultrasounds on black anodized cards. Really cool. Really cool stuff. LA Hobby Guy says, I just finished the Eiffel Tower 23-inch model on my diode laser. What a fun project. That sounds super cool. You can pay with PayPal. It's lasereverything.net/shop, which we usually only offer to international customers. So you can check that out there. JMX says, today was my first time playing with titanium anodizing. Check it out on LMA chat stream when you get a chance. Looks awesome. Okay, we'll look at that. I have a pack of those cards. I want to cut one like your last vid, but I'm going to have to try that too when you do it. Yep, totally. Very cool. Yeah, the ultrasounds are really cool. I'm days away from having a baby. So if I disappear for a couple days, I've already mentioned this. We brought it up in a Millijule titled Rough Seas Ahead, I believe, where I tell you guys kind of what the upload schedule is going to be like going forward because the baby's coming. So if I disappear for a few days, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so the channel's not going anywhere. I'm not getting lazy. We're not making less content. We're making a little less content. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm having a baby, and then we'll get back to normal. So this might be repeat information for some of you, but basically here's what the upload schedule is going to look like. You're going to get a new episode every week, a feature episode. New episode every week, usually Monday. Sometimes Friday you'll get a second one. Sometimes. Nothing Tuesday, nothing Wednesday. Thursday is the Laser Master Academy live stream. So if you're on the Laser Master Academy, you get a live stream every Thursday. Friday live day. And then Sunday, the podcast comes out. And again, there's a bonus episode of the podcast as well for LMA members. So one more time, just to be super clear with everybody what the upload schedule is going to look like going forward. Monday, new episode. Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, Laser Master Academy live stream. Friday is Friday live day. Saturday, we record the podcast. Sunday, we upload both the regular podcast and the podcast bonus episode. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 new pieces of content every week for you guys to consume. So hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that's enough for you guys to satiate your appetite. And that'll be just kind of like while I have a newborn. And then as things start to get easier again, we'll start looking about stepping it back up. But I think that's a fair upload schedule. I don't. It's like, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the chat. You guys are here right now. Tell me if you think that sounds reasonable. Because I don't ever really get feedback on my upload schedule from you guys. So I'm curious of what you think. Hopefully you guys think that's enough. Because I think that's what I can manage without, like, you know, flushing my mental health down the drain. Yeah, it'll be live twice a week. Yep, Thursday you'll get the Laser Master Academy live, and then Friday you'll get the Friday Liveday. The other thing that's going to help me make more content is that when Miranda gets back from maternity leave, she's taking over the shop. So I won't have to worry about this anymore, and I can give 100% of my time to the channel. So that's very good for you guys. But that's not until Miranda gets back from maternity leave. She actually is not going back to her job. So she's going to be working in the shop, dealing with customers, taking phone calls, doing orders. So I won't have to do any of that. I'll be able to just give the channel 100% of my time. That's the plan going forward. But again, that's not until she gets back from maternity leave. Could be 6 to 12 weeks after the baby comes. So, you know, it will get better. There will be more, but just not like right this second. So I haven't forgot about you, JMac, by the way. We're still gonna go look at your thing in a second. I just wanted to get that out there for people. I've said it a few times already on a couple different streams, but I want to make sure everybody hears it. That way people aren't surprised or wondering. Yes, Mohammed, please check out this website. Can I not type back in there? Let me find my YouTube thing. You want to go to this website. There you go. That's for PayPal. No credit card required. Okay? All right, good. I'm glad that you guys seem reasonably on board with that. So, that's good. All right, JMac wants us to go look at something, so let's go find JMac's thing. Let's go to masters.lasereverything.net. If you guys haven't already seen the Laser Master Academy, this is the website. It's pretty cool. Whew. All right, here we go. So I think he said it's in general chat. Yes, it has chat features, so you can actually chat with your fellow supporters now, unlike Patreon. This is a big improvement for us here. And ooh, look at that. First time with titanium anodizing today. So he's anodizing the titanium. Very cool. Very nice pattern. Look at the blue. Very awesome. Re-anodized. Look at that. Very dope, dude. That's very sick, man. Nice work. As usual. If you guys haven't already seen this, this is the Laser Master Academy site. This is where you can find all of our bonus live streams, bonus podcast episodes, our download folder, right? So we got all our downloads in here, copies of EasyCAD, the parameter libraries, extra downloadables from different episodes. These are all of the Laser Master Academy live streams we've ever done, are all listed right here. There's hundreds of hours of live stream content on here at this point. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going and going. So there's a lot of bonus content here for you. A lot of bonus content. And the bonus podcast episodes. The podcast hasn't been running quite as long as everything else, but still quite a bit of bonus content here for you as well. So don't forget to check that out if you haven't already, because it's really cool. JMac's got you covered with the link there. Yeah, JMac, I will be watching your career with great interest, sir. Sorry, just trying to get the plate swapped out. Hold on. We can't forget about swapping the plates. We got to stay on that because there's 100 of them, so we gotta keep that going. The other thing, while we're in here, I thought I'd show you. So events, you can find live events like the live streams when they're actually live, and then we've got a whole forum here too. So there's a marketplace where you can buy and sell with our trusted members. We've got one for fibers, CO2, UV, diode, laser software. There's all kinds of different like forum topics in here. And then you can come into these specific ones. They've got their own custom feeds, so you know where you are, if it'll load. Thank you. So like this one is just dedicated to fiber lasers. So if you need help, you can post in here, and the Laser Master Academy members will come in and try to help you with whatever problem you're having. Just like there's so many different posts in here already of people working on different things and sharing their settings and their work and stuff like that. So don't miss out on this, guys. The Laser Master Academy is an amazing replacement for Patreon. It really is. There's some really super cool stuff in here. So if you're not already a member, definitely consider signing up. It supports the channel so that we can keep doing, you know, the stuff that we like to do here, because I can only do this because you guys support the channel. That's the only reason. If the channel wasn't making any money, I'd be putting out an episode a month, and that would be it. So it's thanks to the Laser Master Academy members that we get to do this at all. Old man Gilbert's having trouble hearing. How's the volume for everybody else? Is anyone else having that issue? Times like these, I regret biting my nails all the time. Makes this really difficult. Yeah, a nice boom mic right over there, just kind of hanging above the lasers. Then I can just talk to you guys, which would be just like super awesome and very convenient. And we'll probably get jobs done faster when I don't have to come back over here and sit down for 2 seconds in between every plate, you know? I can just stay over there, watch chat on my phone, and just swap plates, and I think that would probably be really good. So yeah, I don't know, let's drop our bitrate again, you know? Like maybe that'll help. I know that it sucks right now, and I'm working on making it better. Let me see if I can I drop this to maybe 1500? We're getting low, but no, dude, it's set to 1500. It's all right. I just switched wireless networks, so we'll see if that helps. We'll see if that helps. Isaiah says the parameters converted for my 50 watt aren't working so well. Do you know of a way to check the laser's wattage? Not directly without a super expensive like laser power meter. They make little meters, and you put it under like in the path of the laser, and the laser hits it, and it tells you how much power the laser is outputting. But they're very expensive, and there are some cheap ones, but they're not accurate. So that would be the best way. That would be the best way to do it. I did switch my wireless connection, so we'll try this. Hopefully this is better. Like I said, I've ordered new stuff. I've got hard wires coming in so that I can hardwire the laptop to the internet. I've got a brand new computer coming. I spent like $2,000 of Laser Master Academy money to improve the computer situation. So hopefully we see an improvement. Again, that stuff will be coming. Most of it's coming Monday, but it won't be like up and operational until Wednesday because there are a few things that aren't coming until Wednesday. So hopefully Wednesday we'll see like a very big improvement. Maybe we can like stream in 1080 instead of 720 because right now we're forced to stream at 720. So I have big hopes. Also, Isaiah, you know, the settings get you 90% of the way there, but they don't just work out of the box. They take a little, you know, they take a little dialing in to get them to work perfectly. They won't just work perfectly the instant you load the settings in. They do take a little effort to get them the rest of the way there. But they do work well for getting you like most of the way so that you're not just like randomly guessing at settings trying to find something that works for your material. They're in the right ballpark, but they do need a little attention. I wonder how many of these we've done. $14. Oh. A tenth of the way done, I guess. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, man. Hey, Gilbert, you know, like you've been dialing in for 3 days. I've been dialing in for 8 years. It never ends, man. There's not an end to that. You're always gonna find ways to improve your settings or get closer to the desired effect. So that's just the way. The goal is not to provide a finished thing. The goal is to shorten the learning curve and the amount of time it takes to actually start working on projects and lower the barrier to entry. That's the best way to put it. Just Oldman? Okay. Maybe Gary Oldman. Almost to 20. Where are you at, Dean? How far away are you? Oh, Mass? You're real close. You could come up. We could record a podcast episode. That'd be fun. So do I, bro. Okay. I don't do this because I'm pretty. I mean, it's pretty loud, dude. It's sitting right there. I just have a really nice shotgun mic, so it blocks out a lot of the sound from that side. When we get the second microphone and we put it over there by the lasers, it's going to be a whole lot louder, so enjoy the quiet while it lasts. But yeah, it's right there. Yep. Boop. You stop. Sorry, should I answer this email? Alrighty, back to work. Just catching up on chat. Where do you have? Oh, we just covered that one. My JPT 50 watt is like a small airport in my shop. Yikes. Yeah, it's always, I mean, even with just the loudest thing in my shop, I think, is my exhaust fan. And it's amazing when I turn it off. I can actually like hear my thoughts in my head again. It's very nice. I'm out of plastic wrap. Gotta unroll here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'm just one wipe on the shirt, wrap it up. Oh, you doing some cards? Cool. Cool. What is your laser? Just wondering. It's linked down in the description. It's a 30 watt JPT by Mactron. Manzi says, hey Alex, I just wanted to let you know about a huge order I got from the Native Crafts and Goods store across from us at the market. He got a deal on 36 cases of little pocket knives, 12 in a box. That's awesome. We started engraving the 2 boxes of knives, very quick, small engravings. Dude, good job. That's killing it. That's awesome. I love to hear about it when you guys score big clients. That's what I want for you guys. That is what I like to hear. It's a good question, Dean. Who reached out to who? I'm hoping Manzi's typing. Unlike Discord, I can't see when people are typing, so I'm just watching chat, waiting to see if I can see a response. It's a 30-watt JPT from Mactron. Mactron Laser Tech, I think. There's a link to it down in the description. Lionel says, Alex, did you get a chance to engrave the ultrasound pic of your baby? Yes, and I will show you. I just showed everybody, but I will show you again, Lionel. We're going to do an episode for it on Monday. I was trying to get it done today, but I'm not going to have it done in time to upload today, so I'll upload it on Monday. But I have it's sitting right here. I'll show it to you in just a second. It all started with the introduction of our business and services. He challenged me to engrave some bear and wolf teeth. Oh, nice. I remember seeing those, actually. The red and black is a 30 watt. No, this is a 100 watt Ohmtech CO2 laser, but we're doing these plates on the 30 watt fiber. We're not doing these in the red. We're doing them on the fiber laser. Just real quick before I forget, Lionel. Here is the ultrasound picture. Let me see if I can get this focused here. There it is. Very, very cool looking. I'm gonna add some more details, like maybe a name or something, but pretty cool, right? That's my baby. She's coming. Couple days. So yeah, so full video tutorial on that probably Monday. Unless my wife goes into labor. But it's coming. Yeah, that's a metal business card. Yep, I did a thinner one and a thicker one. Those are metal. There they are. Looking pretty cool. So, like I said, I've finished my R&D. They're coming out perfectly. They look exactly the way I want them to look. I just have to shoot the actual episode now, which again, you'll probably see it on Monday, barring, people going into labor. But I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be a neat little episode. So The best way to learn, I'll tell you how I learned, by taking jobs I wasn't ready to accept. That's what you need to do. You need to take jobs you're not ready to accept. You need to take jobs where you have no idea what you're doing. You need to take jobs where you're not sure what the settings are going to be, and you got to figure it out. That's the best way to learn. You can sit around in your shop all day trying to perfect getting photos engraved on little business cards that somebody may or may not ever order, but by accepting work from customers, you will learn, and you will learn very quickly. That's the best way to learn. Take it from me. No, Jimmy's here. Yep. Instagram is great for that. I take photos of damn near every job, and I throw it up on my Munro Laser business account on Instagram. What kind of clamp did you use when you were cutting the metal cards? That is a... So go to the metal card cutting video and look in the description. It's a Panavice circuit board holder junior with the Panavice 350 base. Both are linked in the description of that video. So you can go check that out. Affiliate links help support the channel. They're both linked in the description of that video. It works pretty well. It's not the best. It's not the best solution, but it's the cheapest solution that is effective. I'll say that. It's not the best though. There are better pieces of equipment to do that job. But you know, I'm cheap and I don't have that much money, so I don't have $300 for a fancy metal cutting vice jig thing from AliExpress. So the Panavice, $80, done. Have a nice day. Super easy. I think Jimmy has a crush on you, J-Mac. Better watch out. Who doesn't? We are at 27, so almost a third of the way done. They're going fairly quickly. I'm out of. See, so there's 1, 2, and 3. You can't see this one, but 2 and 3. So I've got 3 rows on the same sheet of plastic wrap, and then we just, this plastic wrap container kind of sucks, but we just roll out a little extra distance for us, and then just set it back up here, and then we keep rolling new. We keep rolling new clacks into this as we go. And then when we're done, we'll just clip, 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 clip. And that'll be that. We're getting real close to 6,000 subs, guys. Real close. Yep, 134. Basically nothing. It'd probably be going faster if I was uploading more consistently, but again, and we already talked about this, but you know, it'll be better when Miranda gets back from maternity leave and she's here to help out at the shop so I can focus on the channel, and I think that's when we'll really we're gonna take off. I've only got so many hours in the day, and right now I'm splitting the channel with the shop, but we've made all the necessary moves for that to not be the case. So we just have to execute. But of course, the first step is that we get Coraline out of my wife. So gotta handle that first. Who's watching who can see the ticker? How many people do we have watching the stream right now? Because I don't have it up at the moment. All I can see is chat. We got a lot of people. Are we having a busy Friday night, or? $17? That's pretty good. That's not bad. I'll take 17. I can't, I mean, I can turn the gain up, Oldman, but that's about all I can do. This is like a $150 microphone, so. Get so caught up in peeling these, I forget they need to be swapped. See, Jimmy, people do watch your videos on occasion. Every once in a while, you'll get a view. Felt like I was just a little bit out of focus. Look how blind I am. Do you see how much my glasses distort the photos behind me? It's crazy. Wish I could be at my setup to practice and design some stuff, but the full-time gig is more important and pays more. It does until it doesn't, man. You know, the one thing I tell people about starting a side hustle is if you have a side hustle, expect it to make a side hustle amount of money. You can't make a full-time's income on a part-time job. So, I'm not saying now is the right time for you to take the leap. I'm just saying that, you know, them's the rules. A new rag. A new rag? Is that right? Am I saying that right? A new rag? It's not a name I see very often, but hello. Are you using a fiber laser for engraving? Yes, we are. This is what we're doing right now. We'll just pop. Wow, we haven't been to the EasyCAD view in a minute. Let's do a couple of these on the fiber view. So yeah, we're using fiber laser today. Is your red and black online? If so, how? No, it is directly wired to my computer with a USB cable. It is not online. That's cool. Welcome to the stream. Fibers are great. We've got our CO2 Ruida 100 watt. We've got our Mactron 30 watt JPT fiber laser, and we've got our Mactron coherent 30 watt CO2 Galvo. And within the next week or two, we're gonna have right here in this spot, right there where that light is, we're gonna have our 5 watt UV laser. That's next. It's being built right now, and it'll be here soon. We'll be lasering with UV. So that's really exciting. That's the next big laser purchase for the channel. Seems really high. There we go. That's better. Yep, we love JPT here. We're big JPT fans. So you find more work for the fibers? It's about equal. Probably say 50% of the jobs that I do are on the CO2, Galvo or gantry, and 50% are on the fiber. Sure, those metrics will change when we get the UV too. That'll probably be 30, 30, 30, because the UV is really going to let us do some super nice stuff on glass. And of course, UV opens the door to all of the plastics that you could ever want to mark or engrave. We'll be able to do with the UV, so that'll be nice too. But right now, it's about a 50-50 split. What's up, D. Nicholson Jr.? It's a long name, bro. D. Nicholson Jr. Glad to have you on stream. I don't recognize your name. I don't think we've had you here before. But welcome. We're glad that you're here. Yeah, do it, old man. Fiber's a win-win. Let's see, I haven't done this in a while, but maybe we can add existing EOS 5D. Hey yo, look at that. That's nice, right? Well, camera action there. Maybe we can dial this in just a little bit. There we go. Now you guys get all the action. Check that out. You're a newbie, dude? Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. I always like having new faces around. Don't forget to sign up for the Discord. It's a link down in the description. That's where we hang out after hours. So you don't miss out on the Discord, because that's the place you want to be. That's right, picture in picture in picture. That's how I live my life. Yeah, that's cool, dude. You don't have to go full time to enjoy laser engraving. We have a ton of people that watch the channel that are just hobbyists, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that, and we certainly don't judge people who aren't full time. So, good for you, man. Keep it up. You learn a lot from the videos and everyone's help. Good. I'm glad. That's the whole point. That is the whole point. Do you have a link for the UV laser? In the description with all the other ones. You don't even have to go to a different video. This very video, right here, right now. Just head down into the description and there's a link right down there. That's why we call it the Holy Trinity, right? We've got the CO2 at 10,600, we've got the fiber at 1064, and we've got the UV at, I believe it's 355. And that covers your organics, your inorganics, and your synthetics. So you get the full spread. There's basically, if you have all three of those things, there's basically nothing in the world you can't engrave or mark. Thus, why we call it the Holy Trinity. Because if you have all three, you can basically do anything. We're on plate number 38, if you're wondering. Oh, well, I guess you can see it now because we've got the EasyCAD view up. But plate 38. A little over a third of the way done now. Still just trying to keep up with peeling these plates as we go. If I can get 2 plates peeled for every one we put in the machine, I'm a happy camper. Yeah, 50 watts a great machine. A lot of people only ever use a 50 watt and never use anything higher than that, and that's perfectly fine. You know what? I'm surprised my wife isn't here. I don't know where my wife is. She's usually here watching the streams when we're streaming at night. What's up, Andrea? Welcome to the stream. With your setting for this tag, if my fiber is 50 watts, will my settings be higher? No, your settings will be lower. Your power, anyway. Because you're using a higher wattage laser, you don't need as much power to get the same result. So about 30% lower. So we're at 25 right now. You could probably do like 15, 20, maybe. This is just kind of an off the top of my head guess. Though, Andrea, I believe you are a Laser Master Academy member, so you have access to the parameter conversion spreadsheet. So I would use that, because that's going to give you a perfect number. Thank you, Nicholson. Everybody smash the like button. This is a public live video, so all of your likes make a big difference in engagement and getting the stream in front of more people. So definitely don't forget to smash it if you have not done so already. Do you do laser job work or just a hobby? Nope, this is my business. It's my full-time business. It's my full-time income, and it supports my family. I am 100% all in on this. Very, very far from a hobby at this point. Though the YouTube channel is kind of taken over. That's kind of my main thing now, and the laser business feels a bit secondary. But, you know, that's how it is. And like I was telling people earlier in the stream, when my wife gets back from maternity leave and starts working here, she's going to take over the day-to-day operations of the brick and mortar business so that I can focus on the channel full-time. So, but yeah, it's full-time. If by full-time you mean like, is this, you know, how you make your living? Yes. This is how I make my living. I do this all day, every day. Yeah, I guess, you know, it's hard work, but I feel like it's hard mental work. I've become very stagnant since I started doing this full time. I mostly sit at my desk or in front of the machine all day. My bones and my joints are starting to mutiny. My body is very upset with me that I just sit here and do this all day. I don't get out and move as much as I should. I've been trying to start doing like stretches every once in a while, you know, like I'll get up from my desk and just stretch for like 15 minutes at a time just to kind of move around because I'm getting old. And my body can't really take the abuse that it was able to take in my 20s, and things are starting to hurt. So I've been trying to be more active. Sometimes I'll just go outside and do a couple laps around the building, get up, get some fresh air, breathe, you know, step away from the machines for a little bit, because you're very static and stagnant when you're doing this job. Oops, didn't mean to move that. Sorry. They do a small rotating table for multiple jobs like this. Yeah, I've seen it. It's they're cool. I don't really know anything about them. That's kind of outside of my realm of knowledge, but maybe someday we can order one and figure it out and share it with people so they can learn how to use it too. That would be a lot of fun. We'll add it to the ever-growing non-stop list of things I need to do episodes on. There's so many requests. I get so many requests. So photos on anodized aluminum will be Monday, and God knows what's going to come after that. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you if I wanted to. When I go into EasyCAD 2 150 lens, my numbers are way bigger than what it should. How do I fix that problem? I'm having a hard time understanding what you mean by they're bigger than what they should be. Can you elaborate a little bit for me to help me understand? I'm happy to help. I don't quite get it. EasyCAD 3 is better. There's no question about it. It's not even a debate. Unless you are like on a super shoestring budget and you're trying to save literally every dollar possible, there's no reason why somebody in the year 2021 or beyond should be buying a laser with EasyCAD 2. There's just no reason for it. Everybody should be on EasyCAD 3. End of story. It's better in virtually every possible way. Andrea says, position 69,000, Y is 1345. It probably has to do, if I had to guess, Andrea, I would say it has to do with how you're preparing your artwork in your artwork preparation program. If your artwork is super far away from the origin of your artboard or kind of like workspace, every vector prep program or raster image editor has an origin coordinate. And the further you are from your origin coordinate in your preparation software, the further you're going to be from the origin coordinate in EasyCAD when you bring it in. The easiest way to deal with that is to just make sure that you're staying as close to the center of your workspace in your prep software as possible. That way when you import, it's close to the origin in EasyCAD. If you can't do that or don't understand that for some reason, when you click import and you bring a new graphic in, you can just hit C on the keyboard while it's selected. You can select it right up here. Right up here in the object property list. So let's say you bring your hatch in, your position is really, really crazy. If you just hit C, you just click it and hit C, like for cat C on the keyboard, it will snap it to 0, 0. And then it'll just be right there and you don't have to worry about it. So there's two solutions for you, if I'm understanding your question correctly, and I think that I am. Yeah, no, EasyCAD 3 has a 3D board, but it also has a 2/2.5D version board. And they are specific. So if you want to do 3D, you need an EasyCAD 3 3D board. But no, they make 2D and 2.5D EasyCAD 3 boards that have nothing to do with 3D. If you want to do 3D, you have to be on EasyCAD 3, but you don't have to buy a 3D laser in order to use it. Anybody can use EasyCAD 3. Anybody can upgrade from EasyCAD 2 to EasyCAD 3 by replacing their EasyCAD board inside their machine. It's not backwards compatible. So you cannot install EasyCAD 3 on a computer that's connected to an EasyCAD 2 computer. There's an actual board inside the laser that says EasyCAD 2 on it. Like it's an EasyCAD 2 board, and that only works with EasyCAD 2 software. So if you want EasyCAD 3, you also need to go into your machine, take the EasyCAD 2 board out, and put an EasyCAD 3 board in. But no, you don't need the 3D EasyCAD 3 board to run EasyCAD 3. You just need a regular EasyCAD 3 board. They make it's a 2D board by default, or you can pay an extra $150 to activate the 2.5D features. Same board, just a separate activation, so there's a little bit of an extra expense. So that's the 2/2.5D board, or you can get the 3D board. There's two pieces of hardware, 2/2.5 and 3D. Hopefully that makes sense. JMax says, I think you also have to change out the PSU for a 24 volt one. Good point and accurate. So thank you for that note. Yes, they are like $40 for a really good one. I've seen manufacturers charge $800 to $1,000 for an EasyCAD 3 upgrade when you're getting your machine, but it costs $1,200 to $1,400 to upgrade after the fact. For some reason, just the aftermarket boards as an upgrade are more expensive than the ones included with the machines if you order them that way. But Mactron, for example, you can order a brand new laser today, a 2D laser, totally normal 2D laser from Mactron, and you can ask them to install an EasyCAD 3 board in it, and they'll do it. It's an extra $800. We are engraving aluminum with a 30-watt fiber laser. Yes. Black lacquer coated. So these have a black lacquer coating on them, and then we're engraving through that and into the aluminum. Uh-oh. I think we're having an EasyCAD crash. Speak of the devil, this is why you upgrade to EasyCAD 3. Why are you not firing? Oh, okay. I don't know. Yes, the EasyCAD 2 price, of course, will be deducted from the bill. Very true. Plate 48, almost halfway. I'm using the foot switch. That last one that we did, for some reason, the foot pedal wasn't triggering the mark, but we're back to using the foot switch now. It's working well. Little hiccup. Look at my little row of plaques. You guys have had lots of questions today. This is a heavy question group, which I'm excited about. Gives me something to talk about with you guys. I like answering the questions, so I'm not just sitting here picking my nose. $25. It's crazy. I wish we could show how many people were watching on the screen somehow. I don't know how to do that. Not that good at OBS yet. I'm getting there though. I'm getting better. This is a pretty fancy setup for OBS. JMac with the link to the Laser Master Academy. If you guys haven't already checked that out or aren't already a member, go click it and take a look. Pretty badass way to support the channel and get a bunch of extra content from me. If laser everything is something you enjoy. Steve Barden's here. What's up, Steve? Good to see ya. I can't turn off my red laser light because my red light isn't connected to my EasyCAD 3 board anymore. It is wired directly into my power supply because technical problems. So it was unwired from the EasyCAD board and is now wired again directly into my power supply. So the red laser always stays on. It's just the way my machine is configured, so there is no turning it off without severing the connection to the PSU. Yeah, absolutely. You can use any of the links, and make sure you let Mactron tell you. Make sure you let Mactron tell you. Make sure you tell Mactron I sent you, because they give coupons to people that come from the channel. So make sure they know too. You know, you should. It's good practice if you're going to order a machine from them. What I like to do is I fill out the order form with all of the stuff that I want, and then I put it in my cart like I'm gonna buy it, but I don't check out. And I send them a message through AliExpress. They have like a little send a message to the seller. Send them a message and list the specs that you picked. Say, I want this machine with this plug, this wattage, this lens, this version of EasyCAD. List out all those specs in a message and send it to them. And make sure they confirm and respond to your message before you check out. Once they respond to your message and confirm so that you've got it in writing, not that they're not trustworthy, but it's just good practice to make sure, you know, to confirm what you're ordering so that there aren't any surprises for anybody. Once they respond in writing and have confirmed the list that you've given them that matches what you've picked out for the thing you've added to your cart, then you check out through AliExpress. That's my recommendation. But yeah, you can click whatever options you want. You don't have to buy that specific configuration. Just the fact that you click the link drops the cookie in, and anything you get during that visit is going to be helpful for the channel. How many tags are you making? We're at 52 out of 100. Actually, I think it's 110, if you want to get technical. 100-ish. Thost is here. What's up, Thost? Hi, Alex. I just got a 50-watt Rakis and joined your academy to learn what I am doing, but I got a question. Use the trace and LightBurn. How do I get the inside of an image to burn and not just the outline? That is a very good question, and we can take a break from what we're doing to talk about that, because that's something I've been wanting to cover for a while. So let's do this. So here, we'll open up LightBurn. Let me jump over to the desktop. Yeah, you're quite a bit late, honey. So here we are in LightBurn. Let's first import an image we want to trace. Let's just say we've got my my soon-to-be daughter here, right? We want to trace this. So we can right-click here, and we're going to do Trace Image. And we'll hit OK. And there we go. We've got our trace. All right, so there's the original image. We'll delete that. And this is our trace. Okay, so we want to export this now. So we'll do File. And we will go to Export. And typically Illustrator file is okay in my experience. So we'll just call this baby. And that'll be exported. Let's save what we're doing in here. Just so we can open this back up and come back to it when we're done. Sorry, EasyCAD's taking a while to save here. All right, and with that done, we'll start a new file. We're going to import. And where do we save this? I believe it was the desktop. So we'll come up to the desktop. Oop, nope, maybe it wasn't the desktop. Was it the downloads folder? Wasn't in the downloads folder either. Let's see where we save this. File, export. Let's see. Where did we? Baby, it's in Documents. Okay, so let's just move that to the desktop real quick so it's easy to find. Paste. So there we go, baby. Great. Okay. So again, we're gonna import a vector. We're gonna go to the desktop. Baby, open. Let's set our size to something reasonable, like 50 millimeters. Oop. Make sure we we have to make sure our proportions are locked here. So one more time, import, baby, open, locked proportions, 50 millimeters. We'll hit OK. Andrea was asking about this weird position. See, it happens with me too. We're just gonna hit with our baby selected. We're gonna hit C. And that's gonna bring it center. And the last thing that we wanna do is just ungroup the vector file here. And that's gonna break this down into a bunch of little curves, right? So there you see we've got our curves. We're gonna group it. And we're gonna hatch it. So we're gonna hatch, we pick a pen, we hit OK. And it's, there we go. So it's not just the outline. That's a good hatch right there. No problem with that at all. We could also undo. And if we want, we can ungroup this. Just give it a second to ungroup. And we can get rid of our outline. So with our outline gone, we can just group this. So same thing, we've got our curves, we're grouping, and we're hatching. And now we've just got the inside shapes. So no problem there. Right out of LightBurn, you can use LightBurn's trace, and it doesn't cause any problems. You just want to ungroup the vector file and make sure you regroup the curves, and it's gonna work just like that. No problem at all. So with that done, we will head back into our Google Drive folder. Sorry. It's getting late. Yep, no problem. Happy to help. So we'll just wait for EasyCAD to open our file back up, so we can jump back into doing these plates here. We're a little more than halfway done, or at least we should be. 54 out of 0, so just about halfway. So we'll pop back into our EasyCAD view here and pick up where we left off. Back to peeling stupid plaques here. One by one, we will get through them. What's up, Mark? Good to see you. Always glad to have you around these parts. When I go to just text, not adding a vector, the numbers are so big, I can't find the text. Is that better? Like when you're using the text tool and you just click in. So like if I grab the text tool here and I click and I'm typing, you're saying that this is too big and you can't find the text. Make sure you're hitting apply, otherwise your text won't apply. You know, you could also try doing a different font. Make sure you're using TrueType font 336. That's a must. And then you hit apply and it'll pop in. If your text is too big, you can change the size of your text here. So if this is like 500, right? It's going to be like gigantic text. It's going to be really big. Or it may not be in the right space. But the same rules apply. If your position is way off, you can hit C on the keyboard and it's going to snap that into place. And then you can still make the same size changes here. So we could do like 100 and hit enter on that. And then we can hit C again. And that's going to bring it back to center. So, you know, that's how you kind of manage those things. But I can check out the picture too. If that's still not helping you, I can definitely check out the image that you dropped on the Laser Master Academy website. We'll take a look at that and see if we can get that sorted for you. Let's see if we can pull that up and help you out. Let's see, did you, okay, looks like you sent it to the laser chat, so that's fine. This is a pic of my EasyCAD when I just type a text, nothing else. Okay, so your text is down here. And you have to hit the apply button or it's not going to show up. So try hitting, make sure you hit apply. It's right here, apply. And make sure you click that, otherwise it's not going to materialize. Also, where are you clicking your cursor? There's the text tool right there. You have to click that, and then you have to click somewhere. It'll say text, and then you type in your text, and then hit apply, and then your text is going to show up wherever your text box was. So, try that. Yeah, these are really big numbers. I don't know why this is like that. But it should still, TrueType font's TrueType, so that should be fine regardless. So it shouldn't matter. Let's see. Charles says, why didn't you cut a placement template card first so you could place and engrave a few at a time? Mostly because I was rushing and I had to start a live stream. And I'm lazy. So that's mostly why. Because I didn't want to deal with the CO2 gantry to use the fiber when I've got jig plates. Just slap them in. This may sound stupid, but can I use LightBurn with a fiber laser? No, but LightBurn's working on that. If you listen to the Laser Everything podcast, it's called Laser Source. We just interviewed the CEO and lead developer of LightBurn about that very topic. So if you're interested in that, go check out the podcast. It's available on the main channel page as well as on all of the places that you listen to podcasts. And you can hear what he has to say about it, because we ask him directly that very question. It's a very interesting explanation, so I would go listen to that. Hey Alex, I bought a set of those tin camping mugs. Cool. I tried everything I knew how to try, which honestly isn't much, but I could not get a no-line solution to save my life. Were they like coated in something, or were they raw steel? Because if they're raw steel, I'm not surprised. What is a podcast? It's like a radio show for the internet. I'll just find the episode for you. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Here we go. There you go. Yeah, I don't know, Dean. I mean, if you recall when we recorded that episode, we didn't successfully finish that project either, so just gonna have to mess around with it. Maybe maybe I'll pick up the metal camping mugs at some point and we can do kind of like an Ex Machina episode. Try to revisit that. That's life in the laser business, man. A mountain of reject piles. Rejects on rejects on rejects. Piles on piles on piles. Infinitely. And now you're a laser engraver. That's how we do it here. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you, bro. I mean, if you don't want them, Dean, the links or the address is in the description. Old man, I posted a link up there for you. It's like 10, 12 messages up. It's a direct link to that episode I was just telling you about. Just click it to watch it. Oh, my wife just posted it again. What are we at? 64? Ugh. Getting there. Slow and steady. Yes, Kyle. These are the overnighted replacements for the girl who bought the brass plates and thought they would be silver. Yeah. Yeah, Jason definitely shared some really awesome secrets on that podcast that I did not know about, so it was really cool to have him on as a guest. We'll make sure to have him on in the future as well. I don't know how, she just thought brass was going to be silver. Is it normal for the flamethrower to happen while cutting with the CO2? No, it means that you're not getting enough pressure from your air assist, and if you're not using an air assist, you need to be using an air assist. Your air assist should be extinguishing those flames. That's its whole purpose. So, flamethrower is bad news. Get a better compressor that'll put out a higher PSI. I've heard about 20 PSI is usually pretty good. Yeah. Water to wine. Bronze to silver. They were brass, but yeah. Totally. That's funny. I was not, though. I was not the Jesus of lasering, and she was disappointed. But she paid for these redos because I explicitly told her that they were going to be brass. She just thought that meant something different, so she paid me another $700 to redo these. And here we are. $110. We're doing 110 of these today. And we are on number 68. I've almost got the rest of them peeled, so you guys will visually be able to see how many we have left very soon. So I'm very close to finishing the peeling. They do go fast. You're not wrong. Pretty quick. I just hate peeling the plastic off these so much. Just want that part to be done. I don't care about getting up and lasering them over and over. I just want them all peeled. So how do you like glass or mirrors? Yeah, glass is UV. Mirrors, UV or CO2. Not the mirror side, mind you, but the back. You remove the mirror backing to engrave a mirror. You don't ever shoot a laser beam directly into a mirror. You would flip the mirror over and engrave the back away so that you could see through that part of the mirror instead of a reflection. That's 70. We're right around the 2/3 mark here. Yes, you would reverse. That way when you turned the mirror around, it would be facing the right way. It's the same way we do Jimmy's LED signs. We engrave the back of the acrylic, and then when you look at the sign from the front, it's the right way because we reversed it when we were engraving it. How do you price a job like those tags, Alex? I have a fairly strong gut instinct about how long things are going to take me because I've been doing this long enough. So I know this is going to take about 2 hours to finish, 2-3 hours. What are we at now? I don't even know. Where's my little timer? 2 hours. So yeah, we'll be done by hour number 3. And then I know the plates cost a certain amount, right? So these are like $2 a plate. There's 100 of them, so I know it's going to be at least $200 for the plates. And then once the plates are purchased, I still need to get paid for my engraving time. What do I want to get paid for 3 hours worth of work? $300 makes it about $3 a plate, give or take. There's no hard math though on how I've priced these. It's very instinctual. You can engrave a mirror from the glass side using a fiber. Interesting. Never tried that. Can you do glass on a fiber? Well, there are some people say that there are tricks with aluminum foil, interestingly enough, which I have not tried. But some people have had success with it, and that's something I want to try here on the channel soon. It's actually wrapping the glass in aluminum foil and then getting a mark on the glass that way. But I've not attempted that myself, so I can't confirm or deny that right now. Sorry, I got some messages coming in. Dean says you can do glass on a fiber as long as the etch surface is face down on a sheet of something you don't mind wasting, stainless or something. It's not as bright, but it presents. I've seen, as somebody who's seen what the UV laser can do to the fiber, or excuse me, as someone who has seen what the UV laser can do with glass, I have zero interest in learning more about how fiber lasers can engrave glass, because it's never going to be as easy, fast, or amazing as the mark that the UV is going to put on glass. And I just can't unsee that. So, you know, I mean, is it cool? Yeah. From what I've seen people do on the Discord, I've seen people engrave glass with a fiber on the Discord. Does it look cool? Yeah. Is it, like, fun? Sure. Is it sellable? I don't think so. I haven't seen one that looks good enough that I would want to charge somebody money for it. And the fact that you can't charge money for it because it doesn't look good enough to charge for means that it's a waste of time. So if you want to do a cool science experiment, you want to play with it, you know, knock yourself out. Would I condone that for, you know, production purpose? Absolutely not. Get a gantry CO2 with a continuous wave laser or pick up a UV. If you're really serious about doing glass. That's, again, not a fact. Not an objective fact, but my opinion. I've peeled, these are all the plastic wraps from all of the metal plates that I've peeled. Time for the garbage. Another plate done. Is the base size on the fiber lasers all the same, or is it the size? It's sized according to the lens. So whatever lens you get, that's your workspace. If you get a 110 millimeter lens, not an f equals 110, that's the approximate focal distance. A 110 millimeter lens, you're gonna have a 110 millimeter square workspace to work with. If you get a 200, you're gonna have a 200 millimeter square workspace to work with. We have a whole video on lenses. You should go check it out. It's on the main channel page under the kind of like Lasers 101. It's like the newbie playlist. It's called like OPEX versus standard. Know the difference? That whole video goes into a lot of detail about that subject. So if you haven't seen it, Nicholson, go watch it. It's so nice not having to peel these now. I can just kind of wait. Sorry, customers. Yeah, I should have watched that before I ordered mine. I got a 220, and it is hard to do deep engraving. Yeah, you can't do deep engraving at all with a 220, especially if you're on like a 30-watt laser. I don't know what wattage your laser is, but 110, 150, that's kind of where the deep engraving ends, around 150 for most machines. Not for all machines, but for most machines. After you get out of that, you're kind of in like marking only territory. But it depends, you know, very situational, depends on the material, depends on the lens, depends on the laser, depends on the material. Did I say that? I think I said that twice. It's getting late. We are rapidly approaching the end. I think we've got 30 plates left, just about. They're going fast though. Hey look, you can see this end of the line now. I'm coming this way. So there's the end. So we're getting real close now. Alright, here's plate number 80. There it is. So who else is in their laser shop right now? Is anybody else working on laser projects, or are you guys preoccupied with other things and just kind of watching in the background? Oh my god, I've moved the should take from this end. I've moved the camera quite a bit. I'm trying to create a coin sample for a customer, but I just can't get it to go black. What material is it, bro? Should be able to get bronze pretty dark. I don't know about black, but tighten up that line distance, dude. Alright, old man, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. It was good to have you with us. Dean, tighten up that line distance. Manzi says, wife and I are getting ready for our weekend market booth, and I don't know if you want previously, but I have my own business. I host karaoke. Finally got a call back from one of our venues, and we've Doing a big Halloween bash tomorrow night. Dude, fuck yeah, that's awesome. That's very cool. I will, old man, thank you. It's at 0.03 tighter. Yeah, try 0.002. Not shitting you. 0.002. One pass. 300 speed. 90 power. 30 frequency. No, not that. Not 300. Try 0.002. Trying to see EasyCAD in my head. 0.002 line distance. Try like 1300 speed, 90 power, 30 frequency. Try that. That's what I would do if I were you. That's where I would start. Jimmy, when are you gonna be on the... Yeah, sure, Dean. You can start there. Up it as needed. You gotta get it hot, dude. You gotta get it real hot. And copper is the most reflective of, like, all the metals. It's the most reflective metal. So, like, it's gotta get hot, dude, if you want black. It needs to be super duper hot. Jimmy, you were supposed to be on the live stream with me, dude. When are you gonna live with me again? We haven't done a live together in a long time. Ooh, the Four Seasons. Oh, what a night. Late December back in '63. What a very special time for me. What a lady, what a night. And I got a funny feeling when she walks in the room. There you go. This is karaoke for you guys. I can get down on some Four Seasons. Frankie Valley. Is that anodized aluminum? No. It is coated in a black... It's coated in a black lacquer. Not anodized. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Ah, it's stuck in my head. Oh god, Mr. Manzy Pants karaoke hurt. Yikes. Bye. Got a funny feeling when she walks in the room, and I've called ended much too soon. What night? Do, 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 do. Damn. That's pretty good, bro. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta smash the like button on that. Bro, that's crazy. That's some crazy stuff. That's really good, man. Yeah, for real. That's good. That was like really good. I'm impressed. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about the copyright strike. Ugh. Eh. One video gets demonetized. I mean, you know. It's not the end of the world. Hey. Thank you for sharing it. We're community, right? We're supposed to be friends. One of the best parts about starting this channel, yes, Kyle, good point, and I will likely do that. But one of the best parts about starting this channel is all the new friends. And listening to their karaoke. Hopefully covers don't get demonetized, but when you sound that much like Johnny Cash, I think it starts getting risky. Oh, I won't forget. The second I see that there's a copyright claim on one of my videos, I'm going to freak out. You remember how I was with active capture, honey. I do not like that. It makes me very upset. He did sound awesome. He was a badass. That was badass for sure. Uh, 20 more? Yeah, 20 more. Ish, 19. If there's actually 110 plates here, I didn't count, but I'm assuming. And we're also assuming that the part count is right. It's close, but I don't know if I started it at exactly 0, or if I did a couple and then reset it. I don't remember, honestly. But it should be close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 22 plus 92. Why can I not do this math in my head? 110, 114. So there's a few extra plates. We'll just do them all. I'm not gonna like not send her plates she didn't pay for. She can have a couple extra. Yeah, right? I don't know. Not my money. I feel bad, but we're helping her out, dude. She's skipping an entire line of projects that we have waiting right now because I am feeling nice, so. That's awesome, Open Host. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm excited for you. I need to touch base with Mactron. My UV should be like in the box, in the mail, on the way to me. And I have not heard from them. I need to touch base with them. Like, right meow. Hey, Steven. I love Steven. He's such a nice guy. Hey, Steven. Any updates for me? Please? I applied recently to be an Arctic affiliate. And they have not gotten back to me yet. But I'm hoping. I thought that they had approved it, but what they approved was my reseller thing so that I can not pay tax when I buy from them when I'm buying for customers. But I also applied for their affiliate program. They haven't gotten back to me yet, but I'm really excited about that. Just a little nugget for you guys. Alright, pedal's not working. Steven with a V. It's Steven with a V. Oh, here it is. EasyCAD crash. I knew we'd gone too long without a crash. Up. Up. Oh shit. Yeah, Jimmy's very excited about his new chair. $131 what? Are you on drugs? You mean 13? I hope you meant 13. I'm not doing another 131 of these. Oh, are you talking about... You're talking about subs. Subscribers. I thought you were talking about the plates. I'm like, don't even start. Keep dropping the damn plates. Ding ding, your toast is ready. Whose toast? Have you thought about building a rotary to do things like that? We could load up plates of like 8 or 10 plates. Somebody just mentioned that to me. I have not thought about it, but maybe I should. Maybe I should start thinking about that. But I have not. My posture's pretty bad, dude. Do you see me right now? I sit at my desk like this when I'm talking to you guys. This is what it looks like when I'm sitting up straight. This is my straight back pose. I never look like this. I never type like this. My keyboard's all the way over here, so I'm always leaning over my desk because it's a laptop. So I should have my keyboard here so that I'm typing like straight up and down. I'm always typing like this. Every question I answer, every Discord message I send, everything we do on the Laser Master Academy, I'm leaned over that damn laptop. That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited for the new computer to come. This job is killing me, dude. It's messing my back up really bad. Now that I've talked about it, it's like bothering me. Sorry, the plate was done and you were sitting there chatting. You don't have to be sorry. I just didn't see it. Just distracted, doing a lot of stuff. Even just a simple laser cut circles within dents for the plates. And then you just put it on an Enema 17. Oh, a NEMA 17. It just rotates. Yeah. Yeah, people have definitely mentioned that kind of setup to me. I just haven't done enough research to know how to connect it with a controller and stuff like that. I've only used preset like chuck rotaries. I've never tried to do like a table before. You know who does know how to do that though? Alex Campbell from Etchified. Alex knows how to do that, and I bet if I asked him, he'd give me a rundown on it so I could teach you guys. I could do that, yes. Yeah, sir, I could do that. But new computer is going to be here on Monday, and I'm not going to go get another keyboard for the time being. I need that one over there for the laser. So, just leave it over there. There's the back and forth. Not gonna do it. Too much work. Too lazy. Does EasyCAD support macros or G-code scripts? No idea. I don't think so. There's some kind of like automation scripting you can do. Somebody's done it. I've seen it on the Laser Master Academy. Somebody, I don't remember who, I don't remember which member. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. But one of the members on the Laser Master Academy has written automation scripts for EasyCAD. I could go look later and find out who that was. Or you could join the Laser Master Academy and ask them yourselves. But they have some way to do it. But I don't know if that was G-code or some other scripting or like macro command structure. I don't know off the top of my head. What's up, So High? Yeah, good point, J-Mac. You know what else I think is like my eyes? Like I'm sitting back casually and then like I feel like I lean closer to read text on the screen. I think it might be my eyes too. I need to get my prescription updated on my glasses. Yes, David, welcome back. Great to see you as always. I bought a new PC. It will be here. Half of it will be here on Monday. Half of it will be here on Wednesday. I'm building my own. Thanks to Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, for helping me pick out parts for that. So I'll be building that. Maybe we'll even build it on stream. How do the JPT MOPA fiber lasers from Amazon site compared to Mactron? Don't buy JPT MOPA fiber lasers from Amazon. Don't do that. I've got an entire podcast episode called 5 Tips You Need to Hear Before Importing a Fiber Laser, all about how much I hate Amazon resellers. So, you know, I don't think they compare at all. The company like Mactron, don't. Just don't. Do yourself a favor, buy from a reputable company. I think that Mactron is the best choice. Other people will recommend the companies they've got their lasers from. I have 2 lasers from Mactron now, and a third is on the way. And they've all been freaking amazing. The build quality is good. The wiring is stellar. The fiber optic cables are actually cut to the correct length, for starters. We've had 2 2 Discord members, not 1, 2 Discord members have had their lasers failed because they've gotten lasers with really tightly wound fiber optic cables. So their fiber optic cables were wound so tightly jammed into their machine casing that the laser actually busted out of the fiber laser casing and melted the fiber optic cable in the inside of the machine. Just because they were too lazy to cut the fiber optic cable. Corners like that get cut when you buy from Amazon resellers. I get very ranty about this topic. I get very passionate and ranty and angry when I talk about this, but you know, you're already spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a machine. Like, don't skimp on the extra $500 because they're gonna cut corners somewhere. They're gonna cut corners somewhere to make up for that money, and it's not in ways you want. Promise you that. So, rant over. I'm not gonna get to, you know, just gotta fucking dab it out and move on. Five tips you need to hear before importing a laser from China. Don't skip that podcast episode. Seriously, if you haven't already listened to that. I think that's it's one of our least listened to episodes, and I think it's one of the most important. So don't skip it. Yeah, I'm going on 3 lasers from Mactron now. I've had one for 2 years. I've had one for 4 months. I hated the Galvo CO2 when I got it, but it was because I was an idiot and I didn't understand what I was buying, and I bought a Galvo CO2 with a 10mm head, which is a no-no. You really need a 20mm head. But once I got the 20mm head on there, and I have a whole video on how to do the upgrade, but you would just, if you were going to buy a Galvo CO2, you would buy it with a 20mm head already on it. You wouldn't buy the 10mm head. There's just no use for it. It's useless. It's like drawing with a Sharpie instead of a fine point pen. Which is a saying that I say a lot on this channel, but it's true. Really, really, really bad. The 10mm head. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna lose my voice. Sorry, as all the aluminum dust is accumulating in the back of my throat. But anyway, you just wouldn't buy it with a 10mm head. So, once I got that figured out and I got the right Galvo head for my CO2 laser, I fell in love with it. But it took that step to like that machine. So, once I kind of figured that out and I understood the world of Galvo CO2 better, then I was very happy with my my machine at that point. So, yeah, so we've got the fiber, we've got the CO2. The UV will be here soon. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, and boom. UV's going to just tuck right back in right there. And that'll be an awesome addition. Really excited about it. You guys are bringing up my rant topics. You guys are making me ranty. How we doing? 22 viewers? What's up? That's awesome, guys. I'm glad you're here. Sincerely. You just need some McDonald's or pizza. I have some pizza about 2 feet behind me, and I will be eating those soon. How many of these do you gotta bust out? We're doing 110 of them, which we've determined is not true. There's more like 114, and we're at 102, so we're nearly done. Do you have a video on all the different lasers and what materials they can do? Not yet, and I should. I really should, but you know, we covered this earlier in the stream. We talked about this very topic. but I will talk about it again. There are three main types of lasers. There's four, really. The fourth one doesn't really matter to most people. There's CO2, which has a wavelength of 10,600 nanometers. It's infrared. CO2 is great for organics. That's wood, acrylic, glass, rubber, leather, that kind of stuff. Organics, CO2. Next, you've got fiber laser. Fiber laser is great for inorganics. Read metal, right? So tin, titanium, brass, copper, aluminum, you name it. If it's a metal, fiber, that's what it's for. You got it. Good, great. Then you have UV. So UV is on the other side of the visible light spectrum. The CO2 at 10,600 nanometers and the fiber at 1,064 are infrared. Okay, so big wavelength. Ooh, right? Low energy. Then all the way past the entire visible light spectrum over here, you've got UV. That's 355 nanometers. UV is for synthetics, acrylic, PET, PVC, marking, not engraving. Really great at glass, actually, but by happenstance, not because it was designed that way, and a bunch of other stuff. The UV can mark pretty much everything, but it's not so good at engraving. If you want deep engraving, CO2 and fiber are more the lasers for that. UV can mark almost anything, though, which is what makes UV so freaking awesome. And then there's a fourth type. So those are the three big ones. If you have all three of those lasers, you can mark virtually any material in the world with those three lasers. They cover just about everything. Then in between, we call that the Holy Trinity, right? So CO2, fiber, UV. You have those three, you can mark almost anything in the world. Between the fiber and the UV, there is a green laser, which is literal green on the spectrum of light. I think it's 532, 525. I don't remember the wavelength on that. They're very expensive, and what it is a fiber laser that it's generating using a fiber laser source. And then that laser light is carefully filtered so only the green wavelength of light is exiting the laser at the end of the line. And that's what they use to get those cool 3D crystal engravings. So if you ever hold up like a block of glass and you see the 3D image and you can turn it around and look at it like a hologram, that's done with a green laser. Green lasers from China are like $30,000. So it's way more expensive than all these other machines, almost combined. The green lasers, the filter technology is extremely expensive. That's that. I don't know. Green laser is very, very specified thing. What does, include diode also? Diode is also in the visible light spectrum. I believe it's at 500 something as well. 545, something like that. The diode's just a low-key CO2, basically. They're very different wavelengths, but diode lasers are best for organics. So wood, glass, acrylic, leather, things of that nature. The diode is going to excel at cutting boards, knife handles, paints, tile, things like that. Organics. The diode would be really good at. But, the diode and the CO2 are for the same class of items. They're both organics lasers. So you would not need a diode if you already have a flatbed CO2. Diodes do work great for low powered or detailed low power picture work. That's very true. Like Southern Smoke does, like canvas engraving, right? Things where the CO2 would just be straight up too powerful to mark because it's just going to burn straight through it, even at its lowest power setting. A diode could be useful in that situation. That's absolutely true. It's a very good point, Kyle. Diode lasers are also the cheapest of the bunch by a lot. So it's a great starter laser for people who don't have anything and want to play with lasers. Diode is a great place to get started because it is so inexpensive and such a low barrier to entry for people. So yeah, diodes would be the cheapest. CO2 would come in next at second most affordable. Fiber's kind of mid-range. UV is very, very, very expensive. You go from the diodes, $200 to $500 is a reasonable price range, and then CO2s, 2,000 to 5,000 for a reasonable sized one. They make really, really big CO2 beds, so those would obviously be more expensive. But your average machine is like a 28 by 20 machine. You know, $2,000 to $5,000 depending on the features that you're going to buy. And then the fiber, you know, you're going to spend $3,500 to $5,000 for a decent machine. And then the UV, or well, the Galvo CO2 would be next. Still the same wavelength as the CO2, but in a Galvo format. Those run $6,000 to $8,000, and then the UV lasers are the most expensive, $8,000 to $9,000 for a decent unit on the UV lasers. Very, very expensive, but very cool. Sorry, that was kind of a long-winded explanation to something that I don't think needed to be that complicated, but now you know. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully I didn't overcomplicate it. Apologies if I did. Good. I'm glad that it helped. I usually say this way too early when starting a project, but I think I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel on this one, guys. I usually say this when we're like halfway done, but why are they... I think it's because I logged into LinkedIn like once for the first time in like a year or two. I logged into LinkedIn because I saw I had a message from a family friend, and now LinkedIn is sending me like job offers like constantly. I don't need a job. I have a job. I'm good. Yeah, LinkedIn sucks. LinkedIn is like MySpace. What a garbage platform. I guess if you're like a super duper rich white 50-year-old man, LinkedIn is cool. But otherwise it's trash. Our time together is coming to an end, guys. Not like right this second, but soonish. This was a great live stream though. I feel like we covered a lot of really good information. You guys were really talkative today, which makes my job so much easier because I actually have like questions that I could answer for you and stuff. So thank you for asking questions, because usually, you know, I just kind of drone on about stuff to fill the negative air. But today you guys had like really smart, informed questions that had legitimate answers that I could give. And we've packed a ton of information into this live stream. So it's been a really good one. Thanks, A1. I appreciate it, man. I will keep up the good work. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. Just wait, man. I'm telling you guys, when Miranda comes to work here full time, and she starts working at the shop, the channel's going to get 100% of my attention, and things are going to change. we're gonna get badass. We're gonna have the UV laser in here. We're gonna have the diodes. We're getting the Orcher. We're getting the Laser Master 2 Pro and the Offero 1 laser are both coming in. The UV from Mactron's coming in. We'll probably get a new OhmTech, a little baby one. We've got a lot of stuff here. Yeah, if you got value out of this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time I upload a video. Right? That's definitely hit that notification bell. Turn those notifications on. You're welcome, Mark. We're not done yet. I still got, I don't know, 4 plates left. We're almost there though. It's almost time to go. I would keep the stream going, but I have to, the reason we have to end at all today is because I have to film an episode for you guys. If you guys haven't already seen it, this is a engraving that I did of an ultrasound on an aluminum business card, black anodized aluminum business card. Really, really cool. We're doing a full tutorial on that, which will be released on Monday. So, so that's coming out really soon for you guys, and I need to go film that. So, that's what I'll be doing after the stream ends. The crypto community needs to engrave our seed phrases into titanium. That would be dope. That would be very cool. It's not, there's no such thing as a 110 laser or a 300 laser. There is a laser, and then it's, did you buy it with a 110 lens or a 300 lens? You'll have a different copy of EasyCAD for every lens that you own. And you literally can just pop the lens out and pop the other one in, and you go from a 110 to a 300. So it all depends on what laser or what lens you buy with your laser. I always recommend people get a full suite of lasers. They're so much less expensive. What is this? They're so much less expensive than the actual laser itself. It doesn't make sense to have some options. Get a 50 or a 170. Get a 110 or a 150. Get like a 200 or a 220. Have a range of lenses. That way you can pick and choose what you want to use based on the situation. That's awesome, A1. I will try to demonstrate that. Maybe send me a DM on the Discord. Go join the Discord. There's a link down in the description. And drop me a message somewhere with the maybe like a photo or a sketch. So I know kind of what you're picturing, and we could definitely demonstrate something like that. But yeah, Nicholson, there's no base size. It all depends on the lens. It has nothing to do with the laser. It has everything to do with the lens that you're physically putting into the machine, and you can swap those lenses at any time. I hope that I'm answering that the way, satisfactorily for you. Thost says, did you ever fix your window vent? If not, I can print you out a mount with my 3D printer to fix it. It is better than your duct tape. Yeah, I mean, it's still duct taped together. I did a really shit job, but it's duct taped together. If you want to print out a vent and send it to me, man, the address is down in the description. I would not complain about that. Thank you so much, A1. I appreciate that. And, I'd love to work on that project to please that crowd. So if you want to find some way, you can email me. It's contact@lasereverything.net, or you can join the Discord, or you can join the Laser Master Academy, or whatever. However you want to get in touch with me. One of those ways, and kind of share some ideas with me on what you think that they would enjoy. I'd be happy to hear about that and potentially do an episode like that. So, if you wanna shoot me some ideas, I'd love to hear about it. 3 plates left, guys. 1, 2, 3. Here's 3 right here. Man, we're getting so close to 5900. Did you use LightBurn for the aluminum card engraving? No, dude, this is done with a fiber laser. I did this with, that's done with a fiber. And Adobe Illustrator. Two left. Almost there. Almost there. Just hold them off for a few seconds. Name that movie. I know, but the podcast said that it is super awesome for engravings. Oh, you mean like the art prep? This specific project I did not do with LightBurn's prep tools, which would probably come out decently, but I actually used a very special online tool to prep these. It's a free online tool for this specific use case, very specifically for ultrasounds, sonograms, come out very nicely with this tool. So I will be showing the tool on Monday in that episode. But yeah, you could use LightBurn, sure, why not? I mean, maybe I'll try the LightBurn image prep too. Maybe we can compare. We'll see how much time I have. You know, maybe we could do like EasyCAD straight and then a LightBurn version and then a version with the tool, and we can compare all three of them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see how much time I have to record. If I have enough time, we can get deep into it. I think that's it. That's the last one. 114. All right, the exhaust is off. There's that relief. I can hear my thoughts again. I feel good. We're just gonna get this. Let's switch back over to the main here, and I'm just gonna get this kind of finished wrapping up. So we'll just give this a couple, I like to give it a couple extra wraps at the end. Close the lid, rip that off, kind of fold it over, and then I pinch them between to get like nice little cut areas on them like that. And then we need our scissors, and we just chop off the ends and squish the ends into it, and boom, you've got like a nice little pack for your plates. Just like that. And we didn't waste a bunch by just doing one row. We did 3 rows. We probably could have fit 4 and used a little bit less of the plastic wrap. I don't like using plastic wrap. I don't think it's good for the planet. And it hurts me inside every time I use it, but it's still the best way to keep the plates from scratching each other up. So I try to use it as conservatively as possible. So there's 2, and here's number 3. We'll just chop those ends off there and give them a squish and kind of press them into the desk and just give them a quick rub, and that locks them down pretty well. 70 millimeter lens is 70 by 70, which is the maximum. That is correct. You can also get a 400 by 400, but that's going to be very weak, even with a 50. You really need a, we're talking about 60, 80 watt lasers now. We're getting into with the 400 by 400. That's a very, very large lens. It's a very, very large lens. The focal length of the lens indicates the maximum size of your workspace for that lens. So a 110 by 110 lens means you can go up to 110 millimeters in size for your graphic in one shot before moving it over. And yeah, that's true. The 400s require a very tall tower. I think they're like 80 centimeter towers for 400 millimeter lenses. Maybe taller. The 80 centimeter towers might be just for the 300. It might be even bigger for the 400. 400, they're big. They're very big. Tyler's here just in time for the end of the show. If you want to learn more about lenses and sizes, join the Discord because the live stream will be ending very shortly. We could talk about this for a really long time. And go watch go watch my lens video because the lens video I think does a pretty decent job explaining the different lens sizes. So check that out. And so we covered Discord. Go sign up for Discord. It's free. Doesn't cost a dime. Amazing community. If you haven't already done that, links in the description. 2, go watch the video on lens sizes because we seem to be talking about that, and the video will help you if you don't understand. See note 1. Go join the Discord. It's free. Number 3. Thank you, JMac. Yes, it does, Alex. I don't remember what I said that you're saying. Yes, it does too. But number 3, go join the Laser Master Academy. Most of you are already Academy members. I can just tell by looking. But if you're not already a Laser Master Academy member and you want to master lasers, go join the Laser Master Academy. It's the best place to speed run your laser learning curve. Put yourself around the top guys that are the most serious about this, that want to learn, that want to get better, that want to help you learn and help you get better. Those are the people at the Laser Master Academy. You get bonus live streams just like this one. We do an extra one every single week just for our Laser Master Academy members. You get bonus episodes of the podcast. You get instant access to my entire fiber and CO2 laser parameter libraries and a whole lot more at masters.lasereverything.net. So make sure you go check that out. If you're subscribed to the Patreon, you are running out of time to switch. You're going to be charged for November very soon, like days. And the entire Patreon will be shut down after the end of the year, after the 31st of December. So if you haven't already switched from Patreon over to the Laser Master Academy, please make sure you do that very soon. And I think that is everything. So thank you guys so much. It took us exactly 3 hours to finish this job. That was a good guess. That was a good guess right there. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this stream, for real. Keep an eye out for the ultrasound, the baby ultrasound episode. Will be coming on Monday. Okay, keep an eye out for that, as well as a new podcast episode on Sunday. And I'll see you guys on Discord or the Laser Master Academy because I'm online pretty much all the time. So say hi to me there. That's all I've got, guys. One last time, thank you so much for watching this live stream and hanging out with me for a little bit today. Hope you got value out of it. Don't forget to smash the like button and leave a comment on the live stream after it ends. Helps boost engagement, gets the video in front of more people. I love every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.